What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Star here, back at it again with another action figure unboxing review. We're back, yes we are, and today we're doing something I've been trying to get my hands on for a long time because it's absolutely impossible to get one of these in the UK for some reason, unless you import. So we're here today with the SH Figuarts Satoru Gojo figure from the shonen hit Jujutsu Kaisen, one of my favourite characters in 2021 in anime at the current moment. So before we get into it, can you smash that like button, hit that notifications bell, all that boring stuff that you do not want to hear, and subscribe if you're feeling extra generous. I'd really appreciate that. And we'll get into our random item of the day. And today, it's a random Bullyland Maui figurine from Moana. I don't know where this is from. I think my mum got it from Amazon, but she got it me as a random surprise opening. So that's what we've got here. It's Maui, looking awesome. Nice paint and detail, everything. So yeah, I think you can grab these off Amazon. I'm not sure, but I thought this was a nice little novelty, which was awesome of Mum to grab me this. So can't argue with that. So we'll start. We've got the front of the box in this awesome colour scheme, blue and black. You can't go wrong, and this thing is that fresh that it's still got the SH Figuarts silicone on it, so we can't go wrong with that. So we've got the front of the box window display Gojo looking awesome, his name right there, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Some art of the figure on the side doing his jutsu pose. Absolutely dope, we can't go wrong with that. We've got the side of the box, nothing really, just his name, SH Figuarts, and some more colour. We've got the back, some poses, some random bits that he can do, blah blah blah, and some Japanese shebang, terms and conditions, etc., which we can't argue with. We always get that, choking hazards, blah blah blah. We've got the bottom, a nice art of him doing his signature technique, hollow purple, which is absolutely awesome. We've got the other side, again, a focus on some random stuff that the figure comes with, and we've got the top, one more cool little pose of Gojo right there. So if you bear with me 1 second, guys, we shall get this unboxed and we will have a look at paint and detail. So out of the box, guys, this guy is looking absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Such a simple design, very simple, nothing much to him. A guy in like a sorcerer outfit, suit, whatever you want to call it. But either way, if you know this character, you know he means business. And you know this is a spit of him in figure form, and I can't lie, the simple design works perfectly for this dude, and I absolutely adore it. So we'll go from the top. We've got his silver white anime hair. We all know the drill. It is slightly shaded, you can't see it very well on camera, but you'll have to trust me on this one. It has got shading and tone where it counts to make it look all that more realistic. So you got that. Every silver hair character in anime usually means business. Then you've got his bandana where he covers his eyes to suppress his power so he can see like a normal human and focus his energy a bit more, which is awesome. You've got his nose and his mouth sculpted perfectly. Looks just like he does in the anime, which you can't go wrong with. Then you go down to his suit, which is absolutely dope. And it's just like a, I want to say, a very dark navy slash black. So to the eye it does look black, but there is a bit of a navy shade into it, so it is a bit blue, and that just adds to the figure anyway, which is cool. All sculpted, his suit sculpted as it would be all the way around. Nothing really to complain about here. Skin tone is just pale. Can't really say anything like that, but they haven't made it look unrealistic. It still looks like it. We'll go down to his slacks or legs if you're looking at a suit or whatever it is. His creases, bits of shading. Pretty solid, to be honest. Pretty solid stuff. And finally his loafers. All cool characters having loafers. Painted black, a bit shiny to give that realistic level look. So yeah, not much for paint and detail, not much at all, but regardless, if you watch Jujutsu Kaisen and you love this character like I do, you're gonna get it. So it's just one of them. So absolutely lovely in my opinion. I can't go wrong. Looks just like him. Absolutely dope. So what we're going to do now is my least favourite part. We're going to get it out of the way. A bit of articulation. So if you give me 1 second, guys, sort my camera out, and then we'll get into that in just a moment. So, articulation for our boy Gojo. It's quite simple, but good nonetheless. So you get full rotation at the head, as it's always a ball joint, and then you get backwards and forwards, slight left and right, but you can go all the way around if you really want to. You also get a floating collar piece there that you can also twist if you really want to get that extra range. So perfect at the head, you can't really ask much more. And he looks up, he looks down, bang on, in my opinion. You get these floating shoulder butterfly joints, they go left and right. You can push them out more, but we're not going to. If you can maneuver his arm, you can get a 90, as you can see there, and you can maneuver it how you want, but I'd be very careful because you can't really see his ball joints and you don't want to overstrain them. And this figure is very expensive because he's such a popular character and he's sought after. You do not want to break this guy. I had to import mine from Japan, a seller on eBay, and he still did me a deal, even though it's an expensive deal. So you do not want to break this guy, so I'm going to be very careful when posing him, unfortunately, my dudes, even more so than usual. So you saw 90 there at the arm. You also get, I think it's a double ball peg. Yeah, it is a double ball peg. So you get a ball peg there, as you can see, it's a double joint. So you get the 90, and then you can go higher into an elbow. So that's absolutely awesome. And you can also swivel that left and right if you really want to, but I'm not going to. And then you get the full articulation up and down, side to side at the arm. So very good, and it's the same for this arm. So not too shabby, I can't lie, not too shabby. At the chest you get a pivot there, left and right. You get forwards about that much, you can go further. I'm not taking the plastic out, I'm going to be annoying. And you can go backwards as well. Absolutely dope. And what's nice is it's not exactly seamless, you can see the joint showing, but because this is a malleable rubber silicone, it looks like it's the actual jacket that's doing it, so you won't get punished for straining sections of the figure, which is absolutely awesome. So you got all that rotation that you need. You can do stretches, you can do silly poses or whatever you need, so that's not too shabby. And then finally for the legs, you get really far, so I'm not going to go further than that, but you can actually get further than that because these are double. I don't know if these might be Generation 3 leg joints, so they look different than the Gen 2 ones. So as you can see, that is hilarious. Gojo would actually, because he's a silly character, he'd probably do something like that, like a kick, but you can get that ridiculousness, and you can come forward even further than that, up to like 90 if you want to. So you can get all sorts with this guy. Absolutely insane. And he's very tall, so it looks even funnier. So I'm not going to do any more because I don't want to break him. I'll never do that with my figures. But as you saw then, you can get sideways split 90 and forward split 90, which is awesome. You get a thigh swivel, and you even get a double jointed knee, so you can do that. And you get another joint there. You can go further, but I'm not going to, once again. So you can get 90 or further, just like the elbow. But this is a floating knee, and it will pop out if you overstrain it. So much articulation and range on this guy. Absolutely. Considering he's just going to stand still, like the character he is, because he's so OP, people can't even touch him. Considering you get so much, such a tall guy, it's absolutely insane, and I love it. So, and finally, you get ankle rotation there, all the way around if you really want to. Forwards and backwards, no side to side, but you do get a toe hinge as well. So for Satoru Gojo, the strongest jutsu sorcerer in the whole show, he's also the strongest articulated figure that we've seen in a long while, which we really can't argue with. Absolutely epic, I really can't lie. I don't enjoy articulation, but that was quite funny. So yeah, what we'll do before we wrap up and do our comparison, obviously we've got to go into some accessories because time's dragging on. So I'm going to move our boy Gojo there, and then what I'm going to do is get the accessories. And this, for me, this was the disappointing part, so I'm going to try and show you without them all falling out. So the main accessories you get with this guy are hands, really. I can't be too excited, but you get, like, as you can see there, you get a cross-hand jutsu finger to do his pose. You get another posed martial arts hand there, absolutely awesome. A grabbing hand, looking like he's ready to grab some business and cause some stuff. Another grabbing hand to mimic that one. Like a holding, kind of holding something, like a lighter gripping pose, like there. And then probably the best hand. It's like a double hand doing his super move, hollow purple. Basically Hakai to destroy everything in the path. And then like a mocking mimic is basically saying in the show, this is how big you are in comparison to space and infinity. So he's mocking his enemies because he's that strong. Because if those of you who don't know, his power is infinity. So you get 7 hands in there, which is quite good. And then the 2 fists he already comes with, which we can't argue with. He also gets a headband detached, so you can kind of put the headband in his hand and have him taking the headband off, or the blindfold should I say. You get an alternate smiley head, which is awesome, and I'll be putting that on in a bit, which is perfect because it looks just like him. And then finally, out of everything, the best accessory in my opinion, you get another head. So basically, for those of you that don't know, Gojo suppresses his power with a blindfold, so he can just kind of focus because his power is infinity and he can see everything and everyone wherever they are, and he can teleport, he can do basically anything, and he's put a barrier around his body so you can't actually hit him, so he blocks you, so there's infinite space between you and Gojo. So if you try and hit him, you're just going to hit nothing, and that's why he's the most OP. But not only that, his eyes allow him to see everything, as I've just said. But when he removes his blindfold, he can put you in a void of infinity and just have you immobilized, and then just kill you in one shot. And then not only that, he can then release a ball of energy if he puts both of his powers together, the repelling gravity and attracting, so the pull and push. If he puts both those space powers together, he does this thing called hollow purple, which is basically Lord Beerus's Hakai from Dragon Ball. So he can basically just repel everything, and it's just a destruction blast. So this guy truly is the most powerful sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen, and that's why he's my favourite, because it gets to the stage where the enemies basically say, right, we can't kill this guy, so we're going to have to seal him away, like Sakuna. So that is awesome. So anyway, that's all you get really. So that was disappointing in my opinion, considering the price of this guy. You're not going to get him for less than 85 or 90 bucks at the moment until the re-release comes out in June. But the figure, solid, absolutely lovely. I'd say a 9 out of 10. But the accessories poor. They could have given us an energy effect, or maybe another blue eye face for Gojo, considering we didn't get any energy effect at all. I know it's a small box, but they could have at least given us another blue eye face, like a laughing one, like, or cocky. Something that we can detach this and put another face on. There was no need to just give us one and no energy effect. So 9 out of 10 for this guy. 100% in my opinion. Looks, articulation, everything. But in terms of accessories, no good, man. They could have given us more. They've only given us hands. So what I'm going to do before we wrap up and do our comparison, I'm going to exchange his head and see what we can do with him. So bear with me again. 1 second, guys. So there you have there, guys. Sorry. Gojo being the absolute mad lad that he is. Fingers crossed pose. Ready to blast you with his... I can't even remember what it's called now. He does like a red flash or something. Energy effect on his finger, and he just repels pure gravitational energy like a planet, and it just absolutely sends you flying backwards, a bit like Pain's almighty push from Naruto. So he just smiles at you and says, you can't touch me anyway, but have some of this. And then he can pull you back towards him when he's far away like this, and he's swearing at you as well. And then you go forward and he can just keep playing with you basically, because he is infinity. So that is an awesome face sculpt. I do love this figure. It's absolutely awesome. I'm so glad I paid the extra bucks to get it early. Absolutely dope. And then finally, as promised, other face and comparison. So there you are, guys. Gojo has taken off his headband and he's ready to absolutely destroy with his Hakai. Energy of destruction. He's put both his attraction and repel energy manipulation together, and he's just not playing games. So he's already joked around with you. His hair's flowed back to the natural state, and now he's just going to blow you up with a Hakai hollow purple attack, which is absolutely dope. And I can't lie to you, the light doesn't do this figure justice. You can see, if you look closely in person, there's like fine details of his eyelashes. I don't know if you can see that, but they've painted his eyelashes a lovely white grey like he is in the anime. So it doesn't do it justice, but you can just about see it there. But in person, this head sculpt looks awesome. So in person, there's like glittering pearlescent blue eyes, and then his eyelashes look amazing. And I'm fanboying a bit here, but he's the best. He's the best sorcerer and the coolest character, and I absolutely love this. So this is 100% grab. If you can get this in the $50 price range, retail, on Big Bad Toy Store or Karibo or anywhere you want to get it from, I'd get this if I were you, because this ain't gonna last long. He was gone in Japan. I had to pay double price to get him imported from eBay, and that was with a deal. So he cost me like 85 or 90, I can't even remember, but I didn't care. It was payday, and I thought, you know what, I'm grabbing my favourite character. And you know what I'm gonna do, because I love this figure that much, I'm even gonna grab another one to keep him boxed, because I know how popular this guy is, and I sound insane, but that's what we're going to do out here. We're going to waste more money, but I'm going to keep the other version boxed. So last thing, again, sorry to drag you on too long, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a comparison. So we're going to move this here, as we know so well. We're going to bring our boy forward a bit. We're going to bring down my favourite character in anime, an SH Figuarts Vegeta, and as you can see, Gojo towers over him. But we all know Vegeta is a kick-ass and would probably wreck everybody, but Gojo might actually be a good run for his money, because Gojo basically has Ultra Instinct and he can't be touched. We've got a Figma Genos that you always see as Gojo falls over. I didn't want that to happen, but sometimes things happen. Sorry, my guy. So we've got a Figma Genos there. Again, stands up just a bit shorter than Gojo. Absolutely awesome there. We have a Figuarts Neku from The World Ends With You. A lot shorter than Gojo, as you can see there. So, not too bad. And then finally, we have an SH Figuarts Yuji Itadori, or Yui Itadori, in Sakuna form, as we saw in one of my previous videos. And these two look absolutely beautiful together. We've already seen this fight pan out, but Gojo states he would win with a full power Sakuna, even though it would be a bit of a challenge. But at the end of the day, it's our boy Gojo, and there's a reason that a human with 6-eye ability needs to be healed, needs to be sealed away, just like the Demon King. And that's because this guy is absolutely busted and one of my favourite characters in anime history. So, sorry to babble on, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been awesome. I've really enjoyed doing this one, hence why it's been so long. Absolutely perfect figure. 9 out of 10, definitely. Could have done with more accessories. Really could have done. Slacked more faceplates. Maybe an energy effect. But for me, more faceplates. That would have done it. Absolutely done it for me. There was no need for them not to include more faceplates. But articulation, scale, posability, and how easy it is to swap out the hands and things and the heads. 9 out of 10, maybe even a 9.5. The only thing that let it down was the accessories. So that's it for this one, guys. Definitely grab this one if you see it around. I'd pay up to 90 for this one. I really would, because even though it's expensive, I would pay that much money because it's an awesome figure. You're awesome. Take it easy. Keep collecting cool things in lockdown or whatever you're doing to keep your mind occupied. Do what makes you happy. Drink all your water as always, and stay safe and keep collecting.